Don't. It's because comma is my video camera. I was wondering why it just turned off randomly. I was really confused. I was like, what the fuck? What happened to my camera? Who turned out the lights? Is that what you're about to say? Lights off. Oh, okay, okay. We can do that. We can do that. Sorry, I'm typing up the spoiler message because it got rid of it. Pin that up. Oh. I'll turn mine off too. Alright, fine. I'll turn the lights off. I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see me, though. To be honest. Not super well. I mean, well enough, I guess. Kind of blend in, dude. Green screened up. Look at this, dude. Got that green screen, you know what I'm saying? Poor man's green screen. It's 11:18 a.m. Fucking hell. That's crazy. All right. We should be all good to go. It does look like the internet's stable on this server, so maybe it was just the server. We haven't dropped a single frame. Knock on wood. But yeah, we haven't dropped a single frame yet, so hopefully it'll stay stable. But seems okay. So we're gonna start the next movie. So I'll give you guys like, a little bit. Is everybody ready? Hopefully everybody's ready. Reset your Twitch browser, and then put a yes in chat if you are ready. And if anybody's not ready, you can let me know, and we will pause and wait for people. But otherwise, we're gonna get right into it. I'll give like 30 seconds for anybody else to send a message just in case. Make sure your Twitch browser is refreshed though, because you do want to not have any delay from when I click start. That's pretty important. So you click start at the exact same time as me, hopefully. So good idea to do that. But otherwise, should be good to go. I'm going to give everybody 15 seconds. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. I'm excited for this. I hope this is spooky. Fucking loud. Down, my god. I'm excited. I'm excited to see. I hope this is spooky. This is some spooky shit. Excited to be spooked. Version. The kid knows. This shot. Let the lady finish. She was talking. That's a lot of stuff. Oh, I'm gonna get sick. God, can you stabilize the camera a little bit? Shortcuts are how you get lost. They're so lost. Let's look like there's a trail. Stabilize that shaky cam. Come on. Fuck me. I don't know if I'd fuck with the voodoo. That's some witch shit right there. I wouldn't fuck with it. That technically makes sense, but I'm not sure she's the best navigator. Getting lost brings out the anger in people, man. It really does. Mike's losing it. Why would you go out there, man? No, true, but at least be quiet. You know what I mean? Don't start shining lights everywhere. Like, stay in the tent, stay quiet. Let it pass. Was that something underneath the tree? I didn't quite catch it. Yeah, that makes me think it's not a deer. It's getting scared. Maybe it does. Now shit gets creepy. That's not a coincidence. She doesn't want to leave. It's not all she wants. He's losing it. They're all losing it, dude. Yeah, obvious. Why is she getting emotional about it? Mike is losing it. This is a mess. God, Heather is kind of unsufferable. She brings up like kind of reasonable points, but also seems really insufferable. That's not a good sign. Don't fuck with it. Just leave it alone. That's smart. Smart. Go to sleep. Wake up. You ask for help at this point or not? Definitely sounded like people. I would not ask them for help. Oh, just fucking. Maybe you should get out of the tent actually. Going back is I feel like that's what they've said every night. He the one who knocked over the rock? Why is Mike such a yeller? They've lost it. Ain't nobody sing that song. That's not good. How does it feel when the camera's on you? Not great. All these people are assholes. Heather's not really an asshole. She's just kind of insufferable. She really should stop fucking filming. Why would they sleep in the same place? What did he say? What did he say there? Me. We're not filming as much anymore. Don't split up. That's not good. That looks like a little person tied up on a pile of sticks. He's losing it. Mike has lost it. I mean, to be fair, he seemed like he lost it a long time ago. Not even walking anymore. What's she doing? Piece of Josh. I can tell what piece of him that is. That's a big piece. She's losing it. I think she's lost it. Being lost in the woods sounds pretty fucking awful. Even if there wasn't the spooky shit happening, being lost sounds pretty fucking bad. Look, you made me yawn. That's how you know he's lost it. Aren't you? Fuck, do you call out? I mean, guess not. If they call out, they might. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Do not go in there, bro. Like, what are you doing? Why would you go in spooky house? Why is the man? Why is the man in the distance calling his name? Don't like that. It's a tall house. That's not a good look. That's it. The end. GG. Yeah, GG. That was cool. I thought it was really. I thought it was. Maybe a triple. Yeah. I thought it was really. I thought it was really cool, like the uniqueness of it with the found footage. I think it's very unique. Man, they used their real names too. It looks like of the. Well, I guess it's like I don't know if it's a. I mean, there is actual credit, so you know it is. You know, it's not full on. I don't know what the word is. You know what I mean? Where it like believes its own story. You know what I mean? Like, and it pretends like it's real. But they did use the real names of the actors supposedly, which is kind of fun. Um, Very cool. I thought it was cool. I thought it was cool. I liked the found footage and the like the. I think it could have done with a bit more. Oh, but no, but that might throw it off. That might make it feel like too movie like. You know what I mean? I kind of appreciated that there wasn't too much spookiness going on. There was just like a thin layer of spookiness. You know what I mean? And it kind of felt very realistic outside of that, with like how you'd record those like vlogs. You know what I mean? Like that felt very much like a vlog of today. You know what I mean? There was just a couple moments where I felt the acting was kind of off. The map thing was probably the biggest one for me. I think the map thing was probably the biggest. Like when he said, "Oh, I kicked the map into the creek." That felt like a bit not like realistic. Their acting, but everything else felt pretty good. And like everything after they started losing their minds can kind of be like tossed up to I mean, they were going a little stir crazy and shit and going a little wacky. I thought it was pretty cool, and it was interesting to like. I think it was a pretty unique thing. I mean, getting lost in the woods would be fucking awful. So, um, full on pretended it was real at the time. Wasn't the first found footage movie, but definitely launched as a style into the mainstream. Gotcha. There was a bit of shaky cam. There was a bit of shaky cam, which wasn't a super fun experience at times. But there was just like this thin layer of spookiness, which I thought was pretty good, because like it felt very unique with like telling the story and stuff, and I like that kind of thing. Like where it feels very unique. You know what I mean? It didn't feel like you were watching like a stereotypical movie. It was kind of unorthodox in that way. I thought it was pretty unique. It wasn't as spooky as I expected, but maybe I'm just too fucking stone cold. You know what I'm saying? No. It wasn't as spooky as I expected, but I do think that it had a unique spookiness to it that other movies might not be able to accomplish because it's just a movie at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Whereas this had like a little bit extra element because it was trying to be like the way that it was shot and everything. So I thought it was pretty cool actually. I thought it was pretty cool. I liked it. I liked it as a horror movie. I thought it was actually pretty interesting. I don't know. I think in terms of like if they had actually just followed the river downstream, they would have eventually reached people. Even if it took a while. I don't know. Them losing their shit was interesting, though it happened too quickly. Already starting to crack on the first day, they were overdue. To be fair, in today's day and age, people would probably crack pretty quickly. I mean, obviously this movie was set like a little bit before, but I feel like people would crack pretty quickly. Because like we're just not used to being away from civilization. You know what I mean? So, because like I think the thing is like as soon as you're overdue and you're lost, you're like, oh fuck, we're lost. You know what I mean? There's no end in sight. Whereas before, when you're not overdue, it's like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, it's fine, shit happens, whatever. But then I think once it like the plan is over, you know what I mean? Then it's like, oh fuck, shit just got real. Like we are legitimately lost. We have no way to get out of here. You know what I mean? I thought it was pretty good though. I liked like the elements of them like shooting them like going into the thing. It did take a while for it to build up, and the spookiness was very much like low. It was low on the spookiness, but it was building a vibe. It was more about their like kind of descent into madness. I think that in terms of a movie being scary though, it's kind of interesting because like you can do horror movies in different ways, you know what I mean? Like it can be like a fun concept, which I enjoy movies with fun concepts a lot. That's like probably like some like fun horror concepts are probably like one of my favorite types of movies. Whereas this was more of like it was trying to spook you. You know what I mean? It was trying to make you unsettled and stuff. And I think it does a better job of that than other horror movies because of the unorthodox of the storytelling, even though it's lower on the spookiness. You know what I mean? It's lower on the spookiness, but it does a better job because of the unorthodox storytelling, if that makes sense. I do think it might be a little bit bad if you have motion sickness, because I can definitely feel it at times. It was like shaky cam everywhere, which wasn't the most pleasant thing in the world. I thought it was pretty cool though. Actually, I thought it was a cool movie. I think it's quite unique in a way, and I thought the spooky elements. If we think back to the spooky elements, obviously, I like that it didn't, because of the unorthodox storytelling, it didn't spell anything out for you. You know what I mean? I think I like that more and more as I'm getting older. Just movies that don't spell everything out for you, because I feel like nowadays a lot of shit does. You know what I mean? Just spells everything out for you. There's nothing left to your imagination. There's nothing for you to piece together. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I did not feel like it was great for a second watch. Definitely better for the first time, being on edge, not knowing what was going to happen. No, that's perfectly fair. That's perfectly fair. I mean, I assumed they were going to die, but I wasn't sure how it was going to go about happening. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think definitely probably not great for a second watch specifically. I think it's probably a fun horror experience. I think I would recommend this to people as like a horror movie if they haven't seen it. I think it's a fun, like, spooky, unorthodox way of telling a horror movie. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I think I like stuff like this. I really enjoyed Texas Chainsaw Massacre too, actually, which is interesting. Other than the last scene in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I actually really enjoyed it because it felt so unorthodox. And I enjoyed this because it felt quite unorthodox as well with the storytelling. It did feel more like a movie, but it felt like I don't know, it felt a bit different. You know what I mean? Like it felt a bit more, I don't know how to explain it. Not real, but like it felt a bit less, like you could say like less scripted, less like played out. Like I don't know what the word would be, but it just felt a bit unorthodox with the storytelling on like what was going to happen, because it felt more like it was actually happening rather than a script. If that makes sense. Like playing out. Like it felt like you didn't know where it was going to go next because there wasn't a clear like storyline plot. It was more like, I don't know. Um oh, you both said it at the exact same time. Um there's a theory about it that the witch was entirely fake, and the whole time the two dudes were working together to fuck with and eventually kill the woman. Doesn't quite hold up to close scrutiny, but I much prefer it to barely present paranormal nonsense, which is the plain reading of it. I mean, ooh, that's true. To be fair, I mean, it could have been him messing with her at the end, but I just don't get why they would kill her. You know what I mean? Unless they were just like straight psychos. But I mean, they didn't seem like straight psychos. You know what I mean? I believe it that maybe they were fucking with her. If it was just they were fucking with her, but they had to have killed her by the end. Otherwise, you know what I mean? Like the story just doesn't really make sense, because like we have to imagine that the title, the splash screen where it says, oh, you know, this was their found footage, they went missing. So that means that all three of them went missing. You know what I mean? So that doesn't make any sense. Like what, they killed her and then they got lost in the woods, or what? Like, you know what I mean? Like what happened to them? So no, yeah, that doesn't hold up at all, because that splash screen was in world. So murders are easy to spot. They wouldn't be very successful. So what? They just like, I don't know. They really wanted to fuck with her, but eventually they actually got caught up in some paranormal stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the only de facto thing that we can say, like the only thing for a fact, is that they got lost. They never came back. You know what I mean? I mean, these people had families. You know what I mean? Like, if they were murderers, I don't know. It just doesn't quite add up. You know what I mean? Like, they were, like, supposedly in, like, college, right? And, oh, he said he was, like, 18? Did he say he was 18 at some point? I feel like I remember that. And, like, I mean, you saw the guy talking to his mom at the start. And what, he never came back? Like, that just doesn't really add up. So, or they killed someone and disappeared. No, I'm saying that could have happened, but he never went back? Like, that feels a bit weird. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't really buy that. That doesn't really make sense to me. I feel like as kind of, I don't know, as uninteresting as it might be, I think the story is legitimately what happened. Like what we saw. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't feel like there's more you can read into it, honestly. Like, I don't know. If they come back, they have questions to answer. Yeah, but they really wanted to kill her that bad that they're going to leave everything they had behind. Like, that was the first person they would have killed in that case. Well, maybe not the first person they would have killed, but they really wanted to kill her that bad that they did it in a way where they're never going to be able to come back. That just doesn't make any sense. Like, if they were smart enough to put this whole plot on, they're smart enough to think, hey, this is dumb. You know what I mean? Like, why do we want to kill her that bad? Unless they had some kind of vendetta. But I mean, it seemed like she had never met Mike before at all. You know what I mean? So that just doesn't really quite make any sense. Like, it seemed like that was the first time she met Mike. It seemed like Josh asked Mike to do it, but like they really wanted to kill her that bad. That doesn't really make sense. I don't know. I would draw my entire life for very little. Getting away with murder is pretty major. Yeah, but not everybody's like that. But why? That's the thing. Like, murder requires motive. You know what I mean? Like, what's the motive? You know what I mean? Like, how would they? And also, who was making the noises outside the tent in that case? That's another good question. Who was making the noises? Like, I'm not saying that they wouldn't drop everything. What I'm saying is, why did they want to kill her so bad that dropping everything was worth it? That's what I'm saying. Because they don't have to drop everything if they don't just kill her. So it's not dropping everything to get away with murder. It's dropping everything to murder her specifically. Because they could just not murder her. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, if the deed was already done, fair enough. But they chose, like, they would have chose. So, sneak out to set up shit whenever they want. She did mention she sleeps like a log. This is true. I don't know. If it had just ended and it didn't, if it didn't say that they were never found, I would honestly probably believe that they were fucking with her. Like, it honestly all makes sense. If you think about it, right? But they were never found. Which means they would have really wanted to murder her. Like, they were like, all right, we're gonna begin our lives as serial killers now. This is our first kill into our new lives as serial killers. This is where we begin. It's like, but why? You know what I mean? Like, well, why? What's the motive? You know what I mean? What's the motive of killing her in specific? Like, they could kill somebody else and get away with it a lot easier. I feel like, you know what I mean? But I mean, maybe they're just like, maybe they were just really fucked up in the head and they just thought it would be fun. I mean, you know, that is, you know, an option, but I don't know. I feel like that's a stretch. But I feel like it could. I feel like I get where people are coming from, but I feel like the fact that they didn't come back means that they would have had to murder her, essentially. So it couldn't have just been fucking with her. It was murder her. They were gonna mess with her and then murder her. And then in that case, the question becomes why. I mean, they could have just been psychos. They didn't seem like psychos though. There was no real indication. I mean, they obviously could have hit it well, but I don't know. I feel like as uninteresting it is it's just what it appeared to be, which was just light. There was a bit of paranormal though, because it wasn't just like people out in the woods, because he was looking at the wall at the end, right? He was looking at the wall, which means that it has to be something paranormal, or he was faking it. You know what I mean? Why was he looking at the wall like that? Because remember, he dropped the camera. He got into some kind of tussle. He dropped the camera, and then when she walked in, he was looking at the wall. Kind of interesting. I really liked, actually, weirdly, I'm going to say this. This is really interesting. I really liked the audio not being connected to the video at the end. Throughout the whole movie, it was kind of disorientating at times. But at the end, it was really cool how you could hear her saying things, and it was her going down the stairs, and you could hear the audio from the other camera, which is kind of cool. She was the one directing them the entire time, and the woods are way too small to walk in any direction for 15 hours and still be inside them. Plus, the walking south the entire time and ending back where they started, etc. But it's way more interesting than the actual movie the story told. It is more interesting, I'll give you that. But I feel like it's more interesting because it's not apparent. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like if that was the story, like that was the story being told, and then the spooky paranormal stuff was actually fake, it would be more interesting to believe that the spooky paranormal stuff was real. Does that make sense? Rather than just, oh, it was two guys fucking with her and then they killed her. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's more interesting because it's something you feel like you have to piece together. Whereas I don't think it's the actual like story that you're thinking. Is more interesting, if that makes sense. Not you specifically, but just in general. I mean, honestly, them just getting turned around could happen. They did have a compass, though. They did have a compass. And yeah, she was the one directing them. Maybe she was the one fucking with them the whole time. No, I don't know how she would have done that, but would have been impressive. Very impressive. I thought it was a fun movie. I thought it was a fun, unique, unorthodox experience. There was a lot of swearing. I want to point that out. There was a lot of swearing. The subtitles could not keep up with the swearing. Never as interesting as a story that's actually possible. That's personal opinion, though. That's personal opinion. I disagree, but also agree at the same time. It depends on the story. Depends on the story and the outlet and how it's done. I do agree that I like subtitles cleaned it up a lot. Yeah, the subtitles were like way off sometimes. And sometimes they didn't even show up because there was too much swearing. There was a lot of swearing. Which I mean is kind of accurate. I mean, I'd be fucking swearing up a storm too, you know what I mean? Like, although I would not be freaking out as much as they are. Like, if you freak out, you're already lost. You know what I mean? You've lost at that point. They were like freaking. I've seen people freak out like that before though, so I do think it's accurate. But you gotta hold it together. I mean, maybe I would be freaking out that much. Who knows? You know what I mean? I've never been in a situation like that. But I feel like screaming the whole time was such a bad move. Dude, they were screaming all the time. Mike was a screamer. No, even during the day. Yeah, like just stop. Relax, Mike. Relax. Calm it down. Thank you very much, by the way, for the resubscription. I'm sorry I didn't reply immediately. Thank you very much for the 49 months. That is insane. Thank you very, very much. That is very kind of you. I really appreciate it. You don't need to apologize, by the way, for it showing up on stream or anything like that. I don't know if you meant for it to show up on stream, but it's all good. It's all good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that movie. I think it was unorthodox, and I liked that. I like unorthodox movies. I feel like with horror movies, I don't know. Noise alerts were on so I could farm or jump scare. They were. Oh, you guys just didn't hear it. That's what it was. I heard it. You guys didn't hear it because my desktop audio is off. That makes sense. Okay, so it didn't ruin the stream for you guys. I was wondering why you didn't say anything. I was assuming you would say sorry. But to be fair, you meant it on purpose, I guess. It was light on the spooky elements, but it did create a spooky vibe, which I can appreciate. I can appreciate that it created a spooky vibe. I think it did a decent job of the spooky vibe. But it wasn't that spooky. I don't think that they could have done a better job, though, because I do like the light spooky elements, because it was like the only actual paranormal thing was right at the end, right? If you believe that it was paranormal. That was the only thing. Everything else was like perfectly reasonable if you think about it, right? Some people could have been following them through the woods. Some people could have created those things. Some people could have, put the blue jelly on. Some people could have abducted Josh. They could have been torturing him. You know what I mean? And they could have put him down in the basement for them to find. Like, there could have been people out in the woods hunting them, fucking with them, and eventually killing them, right? That's all reasonable. But him staring off into the corner, that's not really explainable except for paranormal. What was he up to? You know what I mean? It was like light paranormal. Very light paranormal. Light, spooky unnaturalness. But it was generally pretty explainable, to be honest. It was a fun movie. I enjoyed watching it. I think it was very unique. I liked that. I like unique movies more than just. I feel like with spooky movies, it's kind of got to be that way for me. Either a fun concept, fun unique concept, or a spooky movie, or like an unorthodox storytelling. That's like kind of my opinion. I don't know. I feel like regular spooky vibes just kind of is too played out. That makes sense. Doesn't really do much for me. But I enjoyed that. I think that was fun. It was a fun movie. I definitely would recommend people watch it if they like horror movies and they want to watch like something a bit different. Because it's a fun watch, I think. A fun horror movie watch. Would I say it was an amazing movie? No, but I think it's good for what it is. I think it's good for what it is. That was a fun one. I think they've all been fun so far, honestly. What's been my favorite so far out of the three? Fuck, they're all pretty like on the same level, I feel like. They're all pretty on the same level. Is that weird to say? Just stop the timer a while ago, my bad. I feel like they're all pretty similar. Like in terms of like how good they are. The internet is struggling a little bit, but hopefully it'll ease up. It was mostly okay, I think, during that. I think it was all good. Now it's struggling a lot, but hopefully it'll be okay. I don't know. I don't know which one of those would be my favorite out of the three. I think I kind of want to say this one, but I feel like it was a little bit disappointing. I would have liked to see a little bit more spooky stuff happening. I don't know. Yeah, I think if this movie wanted to be better, in my opinion, it needed more shit going on. You know what I mean? Like more spooky stuff. Like I don't know though. Like I kind of appreciate what they were going for with the light amount of spookiness. You know what I mean? Like the light occurrences. But I kind of feel like I would have liked it more if there was more. I feel like that's just a personal preference thing though. I wouldn't say that's something bad about the movie. That's how I would put it. I don't think it's something bad, but I would have appreciated a little bit more spookiness, I think. But I can really appreciate what they were going for. So I wouldn't want them to ruin what they were going for at the same time, which is kind of weird, I know, but I don't know. I don't know. I wanted the movie to go on longer, honestly. I felt like it ended a bit too soon. I would have liked it to go on a little bit longer and for them to, like, maybe just like 20 minutes more. You know what I mean? 20 minutes more and they, like, encounter some more spooky shit. You know what I'm saying? I think I would have liked that. A little bit more spooky stuff and then ending in the house would have been fine. But maybe like a little bit more of a scene in the house. You know what I mean? Like they see something. You know what I mean? Like you don't, but maybe like, but not seeing something is kind of part of the, is kind of part of the vibe. You know what I mean? Like you don't know. There was nothing really. I don't know. It's because they didn't have a budget for it, so they wanted more explicit paranormal shenanigans. No, yeah, I heard about that. Is that in the 2016 one? Just called Blair Witch? Or is it something else? Is it like, I heard something about that the makers of the film, they remade it? They remade it in the way that they originally wanted. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but I saw something about it briefly. I enjoyed it. We only have one movie left. This movie's got 5 stars. 5-star reviews. I'm excited for some funniness. It's honestly going much quicker than I thought. No, yeah. Be thankful I didn't have the budget then, because the 2016 one is a film that exists. That's fair. I don't know if it was the 2016 one. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if it was the 2016 one, but I swear I saw something about they were able to remake the film in the way they originally wanted. And I don't remember what it was about, but I remember seeing something about that, which I thought was really interesting. They were like, oh, I don't know. There was some kind of limitations. I don't think it was just budget. There was something else as well. But they were like, oh, there's some limitations. We weren't able to make the film the way we really, truly wanted it to be back then. But now we were able to. They like re-released it. I feel like it was called like Blair Witch, like something. Like it was like Blair Witch Uncut or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but I saw a post about it, I swear. But I don't know. I can't remember now. I thought it'd be easy to find, but don't you know? I can't find it. I'm sad this will be the last one. No, yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it. I'm gonna turn the lights back on now. I think this is more of a fun one. The sequel to the original is a fucking ride. Wait, there's a sequel? Blair Witch sequel? Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2? By ride, do you mean good, bad? Terrible? Doesn't look like it's got great reviews. It looks pretty bad. Looks pretty bad. Let me turn the lights on real quick. Alright, I'm back. You haven't seen this movie, right? Fluffkins? Tucker and Dale versus Evil? I don't think you've seen this, right? Gotta fix my head. He's the only one I have not seen yet. I'm curious to see what Fluffkins thinks of this one, because it is comedy. Usually she's not a huge fan of that kind of stuff. So that was a fun movie though. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I liked the unorthodox storytelling, because I like that kind of stuff, because I don't really like, I don't know, I think horror movies for me are just kind of like, I feel like they need to be told a little bit differently now, or have like a really interesting concept. So watching along with you guys will make it more bearable. That's fair. I think this movie will be fun, actually. I'm kind of excited for this one. I need to change the stuff. I'm gonna give people a little bit of time as well. Also, I think the movies are a lot shorter than, because you looked up the length of the movies. I feel like they're a lot shorter than the length that was listed. Because a lot of these movies are like less than 2 hours. And I remember you said pretty much all of them have been less than 2 hours, and you said that some of them were like 2 hours. So like 3 of them have been about an hour 30, and then one of them was an hour 50. I think Train to Busan was the longer one, like an hour 50. The first one was like an hour 40. The last one was an hour 20. This one's an hour and 30. I think something like that. I'm gonna give people a little bit of time before we watch the next movie. It has about as much to do with the original as any of the other movies we've watched today. Tries incredibly hard to be clever, and it's just fucking all over the place. I watched it too long ago to be able to say if I think it's worth watching, even with the terrible reviews. I remember not hating it at the time, but I maybe been given it a lot of leeway because I was a youngin'. That's fair. Starting the fourth movie, Tucker and Dale versus Evil. In how long should we give people? 14 minutes? 14 minutes. So if you want to join at the start, you have 14 minutes. There you go. Boom. 14 minutes. Lock it in. Start the next movie in about 14 minutes, or a little bit longer than that, like last couple. It's been fun so far, though. I've enjoyed it. I think that one was a little bit better on the lag. Hopefully, you guys can give me feedback. Hopefully, that one was a little bit better on the lag and stuff. Not a comedy movie enjoyer. She's not. No, she does not. She does not enjoy a good laugh, a good chuckle. She enjoys a good chuckle, but not comedy movie specific. I enjoy a good comedy movie. Comedy is a bit hit or miss, though. I accept that, and comedy is a bit all over the place for everybody. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Maybe I won't enjoy this movie. Maybe I'll hate it. Maybe I'll like it. Who knows? We're gonna have to see how it goes. But if anybody wants to go and take a break, you want to go to the bathroom, get a drink, get a snack, whatever it may be, go and do that now. I recommend. We're gonna be starting the next movie in like 13, 15 minutes. So if you want to do that, go right ahead. You've got a little bit of time before we start up the next one. It's been fun so far, though. Forced comedy or crude humor. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I like a good comedy, personally. I enjoy a good comedy occasionally. Not all the time, but occasionally. A good chuckle, a good laugh, a good knee slapper. Can't tune in to enjoy most of them. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's got their preferences and things they like. Nothing wrong with not enjoying comedy. Comedy is hit or miss, honestly. Like I said, it's just personal preference. Like, some comedies will be good for some people, some comedies won't. That's the thing. It's a bit of a hard one to like appeal to everyone. You know what I mean? So, how was the lag in the last one, Fluffkins? How was the lag in the last one? Good, bad, awful, great? Terrible. Got a tiny buffer like once or twice. Didn't impact watching. Gotcha. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Should be good to go for the next one. I recommend opening up your tab, getting it ready, getting it prepped. I don't know anything about this other than a description, to be honest. I've never heard of this movie at all until Anima recommended it about a week ago. And yeah, Fluffkins has not seen this one either. I've never heard anything about this movie. I saw the description. I like a good funny movie. And Anima's description plus the description that I read was good enough to sell me on it. So we're going to see. This is the movie that I'm not sure about. This is the one movie that I'm not sure about. Blair Witch Project, I've heard good things about. Pitch Black, Anima said it was pretty good. And Fluffkins also said it was pretty good. And Train to Busan, I've heard great things about. This one, I've not heard anything about up until a week ago. So We're gonna see how this one. This is the wild card. Maybe ending with the wild card is not the best look, but I'm hoping that it's good. I mean, it's got great reviews, right? That's what you gotta. That's what you gotta. You gotta. You know. You gotta go with, right? Great reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. You're looking at what do you got here? 85, 86. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You know what I mean? So, high bar. We'll see. We'll see if it lives up to it. So, I'm being open-minded. It's in a group setting. Surely it'll be fine. I think the concept sounds pretty funny. So I'm kind of excited to see what happens. But I think the concept is funny. I'm excited. We got, how long ago did I send the message? I think I sent it at 9. Yeah. We got like 8 more minutes. 8 more minutes. Just to be sure that everybody's ready to go. That nobody else in chat in my Discord wants to join. Just like to give people a warning. This has been pretty fun so far, though. I've enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. You guys can give feedback in chat if you've enjoyed the style. I mean, I feel like it's been pretty, like, seamless. I feel like it's been pretty seamless. I mean, like, obviously it's not perfect. You know what I mean? Being able to watch it on stream would be better. But, obviously I can't because copyright. So, I mean, I feel like this works out pretty well. The only thing I think would be the lags and, like, the buffering here and there. So, yeah, it's worked fine, yeah. Worst buffers have been during intermissions, knock on wood. Yeah. I just meant, like, the system as a whole, not just the buffering, to be fair. I feel like if there was no buffers, it would be even smoother. But obviously, my internet's just shit. I would get it fixed if I plan to keep streaming, but got other stuff I have to do, sadly. So, can't really stream as much as I would like. But I think outside of the buffers, I think it's been pretty smooth. What do you think about it, Fluffkins? The system as a whole. Curious your opinion as well. I think it's been pretty good. It's been great. Okay, A+. No, I've seen people do this, and I think it's a cool thing. I think one movie might be the better way to do it. You do one movie, maybe have like a movie night, maybe even do like a specific day. You know what I mean? 4 movies, like every weekend or something. That could be fun. But it would have to be like, I think picking something off of Amazon Prime Video is good too, because a lot of people use Prime. A lot of people use Twitch Prime on Twitch. So it's kind of like intrinsically linked. So it's easy for a lot of people to have access to it. And I think it works out well. I think one movie and like having a set day / sort of time that you watch the movie would work pretty well. Watching like 4 movies in one day, a little bit more wacky and wild. Probably not the play, but it's a play, and it worked all right. So, no harm done. But I think one movie is probably better. But you know what they say, go big or go home. Have the rest of the movies been off in terms of time for you guys? That's interesting. I've never really thought about that. Have the rest of the movies been off? Not in terms of like the playback, but like the elapsed, the end time, the total length. That's what I meant, sorry. I don't even know how long. End time, yes, but playback is fine. Weird. Wonder why that is. Maybe it's because of ads. Maybe because of ads. When did I start the stream, by the way? I started the stream at 1 o'clock. It's only been 8 hours. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Not too fucking shabby. Maybe having the end time on screen is confusing then. Maybe just have the timer in the middle. I think that's probably better. Because the end time might confuse people if it's not always synced up. You know what I mean? They might be like, oh, fuck, I have the wrong movie. Or, you know what I mean? Like, oh, my thing won't work right. So, It's working fine for me. No, yeah, but I'm saying it might be confusing for some people. That's what I'm saying. Like, I understand you, but that's because you already understand. For newcomers, yeah. I think having the time on the screen is probably not useful. I can remove it now. We have a little bit extra time. Fuck it. I'll change it. Put this here. I'll put this here. There you go. A little bit better. I think that might be better. It's been fine apart from Pitch Black, where I assume I was watching some kind of uncut version, but I've seen it a couple times and could easily adjust to catch up. Yeah, there is a uncut version listed on Amazon as well. So I maybe should have been clear about that. I apologize if that's my fault. There's like a rated R uncut version. Or director's cut, whatever I want to call it. Unrated director's cut, yeah. Rated R. Well, actually, both of them are rated R. By unrated, does it mean like unrated as in stars? Or does it mean unrated as in like the rating? Like as in like R rated? But yeah, there's an unrated director's cut. Which is probably what it was. Were the scenes cool? Did we miss out on some cool stuff? No spoilers, but did we miss out? Get your movies ready. So when we do start, you'll be ready. Get your movie set up at 000. Ready to go. We'll be starting briefly. Take another sip, so I'll be hydrated. Kind of hot, buddy. This shirt is not very, one, comfortable, and two, it kind of, I don't know, what's the word? It's not got good ventilation. Whatever the word is for clothing. Ventilation is more for buildings or vehicles, but I don't know what it would be called. Fabric doesn't breathe. Yeah, this fabric don't breathe. It's dead. Oh, what did we have with the movie night? The bingo. There was no Giga Chad moments. Dead but not really, and not quite. No cats. Music. I don't even think there was any music. There was a chase scene. There was some camera shake. Way too dank. Movie title was dropped at some point. I did not get jump scared though. No jump scares. Some extra dialogue. Gotcha. So nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. What the fuck is going on? Nothing like that. So no bingos for me. No bingos for me. The bingos. Was there really a chase scene? Yeah, there was. They were running. They were running like they were getting chased. They were running away from something. That's a chase. That's a chase scene. That's a chase scene. I feel like that counts. I feel like that counts. All right. We should be good to start the movie. Is anybody not ready? We have a roll call in chat. If you are not ready, let me know and we will wait for you. Otherwise, if everybody is ready, we will start the movie. Is it really a chase scene if they were running from nothing, though? This is true. Refresh your Twitch. FYI, everybody should refresh their Twitch. That way you can be as ready as possible, as synced up. Yeah, you didn't quite get a bingo there. Close though. Close. All you need to do is me getting scared. That's you tried to bait the scared, actually. That's some bullshit. You tried to cheat. You tried to cheat on your bingo. I see why you were doing it. SMH. You're all good. Refresh your Twitch, everybody, and we will be good to go. Make sure Twitch is refreshed. I'm gonna give everybody 20 seconds. I'll start counting down at the last 10, and we should be good. If you're not ready, you can let me know, and we will wait for you. Otherwise, we are going to start the movie. So make sure everybody's ready, and I will count it down. Starting now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I said go this time. Maybe that threw people off. I'm not sure. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Whoa. This is intense already. Shit, more found footage. Okay. Starting off 3 days ago. Fuck, I feel like I've seen some people who look like that. God, I want these people to die already. I mean, characters, yeah. His name is Chad. It's not that creepy. I was gonna say. I was like, I don't like where this is going. Why did he take the scythe? I feel bad. I feel bad for him. Fuck. That was a nice looking scythe, though. Oh, fuck. What is happening here? It's not a good look. You can probably smell it all over his breath. Little man time, yeah. Nothing wrong with little man time. Immediately back to the beers. Got like a wood chipper? Essential for man time. I mean, Doesn't look too bad. Honestly, I feel like I've seen worse. Yeah, that's a little gross. Fucking killer shank. Back to these guys. Of course, everybody thinks Chad is so cool. He's just making this shit up. What a great song. She's putting in his own mixtape. Oh, brutal. Did he just sniff the toilet paper? What was that about? Why did he just sniff the toilet paper? Wow. I can't wait until this guy dies. Because she wants you to? That's why. You're getting a little creepy now, bro. Alright, now I really want man to die. He's even more of an asshole. Okay, dude. I mean, they really shouldn't be skinny dipping out in the woods, but they shouldn't also be watching them. Like, I mean, it's their choice. God, what if she hit her head on a rock? Yeah, you were. Oh. That does not look good. He's practicing his axe throwing. Why are they taking her back to the cabin? Why wouldn't they just bring her to them? I guess they were running away, but even the dog looks spooky. Oh no. It looks like she did actually hit her head. What? Good point. Chuck's like, yo, I'm out of here, bro. Fuck this shit. You guys have fun. I'm peacing out. They have a keep outside and everything. I like this guy, Mitchell, over here. I mean, to be fair, it does look kind of suspicious. Eggs and bacon? I mean, hey, the doggo wants one. He did. That's true. He's trying. He's trying real hard. Trying. He seems like a nice guy. He seems like a nice guy. I was just gonna play a little board game. 4 out of 7? Board game time, yeah. Let him have his moment. Oh god. Fuck's sake. It does look like that looks a little too close for comfort, dude. God. first casualty. Oh, this is true. You seem like the only two good people around. What is he doing? I don't know. That's right. Yeah, I don't know, dude. That beam looked kind of dangerous. I'm not sure you should leave her here. She might die. I mean, to be fair, he does. Did they not see the dead body? gross. We got your friend. Oh, somebody's getting wood chipped. He's in love. Absolutely smitten, yeah. Fuck, I feel like he's gonna fall in there, man. Stop that. Holy. What's Chad gonna do? Somebody's getting wood chipped. Oh god. And he broke their wood chipper. I mean, he's kind of right, though, actually. Yeah. Oh, he's getting the cops. This guy's got issues. Actually has issues. Oh, sirens. Why not? This guy is unhinged. He is unhinged. Oh god. Why would he pull it that way? Oh no. That's not a good look. They aren't very convincing. Oh, he dies. He dies on the pillar. He dies on the pillar. This will go well, surely. He dies on the pillar. See the pillar. A little bit. No, not the pillar. Not the pillar. Not the pillar. Oh god, Chuck's gonna start shooting. He's gonna start shooting. Don't tell him how to use the. Oh no! Fuck me. Oh shit. Of course this psycho knows how to use a gun. Oh no, the real deep cut. He's got his dog. This is not the time to fight back. Why don't they just Now they are trying to kill each other. Stealth. Oh, look at him go. Dude, they're chasing him down. That's pretty solid. Impromptu camouflage. Or stripper shoes. I feel like Chad's the real fucking psycho killer, to be honest. Fuck, he chopped off a finger, a hand? What did he chop? There's a lot to talk about. I feel like he's not going to explain this very well. It's a long day. She's about to die. There's quite a few dead people out here. They sent a message to Chad is the psycho killer, man. Chad is the psycho killer, dude. Why does she gotta read it? I mean, it's wow. That's fucking harsh. Fuck, I feel like shit's about to go down because now everybody is trying to kill each other. Everything bad was happening before. Now it's gonna really go bad. The double hat. Where'd they find a fucking pulley system? You see that? You know, you gotta admit though, if they were real killers, these guys got some balls. You know what I'm saying? Like they're going in, like they tried to attack him. Like they're going for it. Why is he so awful? Fuck me. Now he's gonna go even more psycho. She's so gonna die. That was a good one. I feel like he's gonna drink some chamomile tea. Being a therapist. Yeah. Yeah, why? What is this fucking evil origin story? This man genuinely does have issues. Oh fuck, they're gonna fuck everything up. Where is the gun? You run out of ammo, maybe? That's pretty fucked up. Wow. Oh shit, he's still up. He's still kicking. Holy shit, look at him go. He's not actually gonna die, is he? Aw. Shit, there's meaningful moments in this movie. Yeah, fuck him up. Doesn't have a weapon though. This guy's the real psycho. What the fuck? Oh, that's disgusting. This is disgusting. He's like pretty much the only person that deserves to die in this entire movie. I hope he does kill him. I hope he kills him good. Hell yeah. Oh shit. Nice one. That was risky. Didn't even kill him. Chamomile tea. It's the place that murdered his parents. That's not a thing. I mean, honestly, no harm done. He doesn't even trying to kill him. He's looking good. Holy shit. Um, Should he really be having it right now? What a nice guy. Look at that. Honestly, kind of a happy ending. His name is BJ. I'm terrified. She did get knocked out like 2 or 3 times, so. Oh, it's like a love story. Oh, she kissed him. What? What is he? What is going on? Okay, job done. That was a fun movie, honestly. I like the unorthodoxness of it, honestly, because with a slasher movie, it's like very much like, how are these people gonna die? But it was a little bit extra layer on top. You know what I mean? I apologize if that was too unbearable. I thought it was a fun movie, honestly. I thought it was a fun movie. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. There was actually like substance to it, though. I was surprised that there was so much substance. Wasn't the worst I've seen. She's a tough crowd, though. She's not easily amused. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I'm pretty easily amused, though. I like that he actually ended up being evil in the end. That was fun. Because there actually was a villain. He started out being kind of weird, kind of creepy, kind of psycho. Well, he wasn't really psycho until later on, but... So the transition wasn't that strange. So... That was all backhand, no compliment. No, yeah, it was... Bit of substance. No, yeah, there was. There was actually a bit of substance. I was surprised. I didn't expect there to be any substance. It was a fun movie, honestly. I enjoyed it. It was a fun experience. I enjoyed it. Good time. Is that better? I mean, if you didn't like it, you didn't like it. That's perfectly fine. I liked the humor of things being misunderstood and some of the stuff, and some of it was like relatively realistic. Not all of it, by the way. Most of it was not. But there were some elements where it was like, okay, that actually kind of would happen. You know what I mean? And people could actually have a misunderstanding. You know what I mean? A couple things. Not a lot of it, but a couple things here and there, which I appreciated. And it was actually pretty fun. It was a fun journey how it transpired and progressed and stuff. It was a fun movie. It was a fun movie. And he was actually kind of a villain at the end. So, honestly, kind of... I mean, he's pretty much the only person I'm happy died. I mean, yeah, everybody else didn't really deserve to die. But it was like... It was a mixture of a lot of things, to be honest. Like, comedy, action, romance, slasher. He didn't, though. Oh, yeah, they did say his body wasn't found, right? So he survived, technically. Yeah, that's true. Although, I interpreted that as... the opening found footage took place after the rest. No, yeah, that... I actually am curious about that. I want to go rewatch that real quick, actually. I want to go rewatch that. I'm going to rewatch the beginning. Because like, I didn't really notice any of it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. So it all makes sense. It all makes sense. It does make sense. So yeah, he survived. He survived. That's interesting because I interpreted the last part as um as that's just the news story that took place, if that makes sense. Like, oh, all these college kid dies, including him, and the killer was never found. You know what I mean? But it meant him. Obviously, he did survive. Yeah, because I was wondering when that was going to show up. Because like later on in the movie, I was like, huh, none of these look like that opening scene. So I don't know. Honestly, no, I don't think there was any bingos. No bingos. It was a fun movie. It was a fun movie. I enjoyed the experience. I think it was a very fun experience and very unique as well. I enjoyed the parts of comedy. I enjoyed that there was actually substance. I enjoyed that it was like, I don't know, it was like I expected more, or like I expected less substance. I expected it to just be like just stupid funny, but it was more like entertaining funny. Does that make sense? There's like different kinds of funny. I feel like it was more like entertaining funny. Like it was entertaining to see it all unfold. It wasn't like cracking jokes specifically, and the few jokes they did crack, I feel like were well placed. Honestly, like it wasn't too overdone. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. There was a chase scene. This is true. Dead, but not really. Oh, he did. Yeah, not dead in the fire. This is true. What was your bingo card for the pitch black? I don't know. There wasn't really any Giga Chad moments. I mean, to be fair, if you think about it, okay? If you think about it, if they had been murderers, Chad would have been fucking saving the day. I mean, Chad, he was also stupid, don't get me wrong. But he was also, like, he was ready to fucking fight. Which I can appreciate. But he was also an evil bastard. So, you know. Not really hero material. I mean, yeah. Yeah, not really hero material. That was a fun movie, though. I enjoyed that. It was a good time. Very good time. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a very fun movie. Honestly, I think all the movies today. What would be my favorite? That's kind of tough. I feel like they're all kind of similar. Also, I feel like I need a little bit of time to cook sometimes and like finalize my decision making. From their perspective, he's the plucky hero, minus the entirety of his personality. Yeah, like he was awful. He was awful. I mean, from that first interaction with Allison, you could see that he kind of had that. He kind of had that hint of awfulness. You know what I mean? You could see it. You could see it shining through. But you were like, okay, whatever. Maybe he's not that bad. Maybe he's just being stupid. But nope, he was just genuinely awful. I don't know. I liked all of them for different reasons. I felt like they were all actually fun, solid movies in their own right. Honestly, they were pretty solid picks. I feel like they were all pretty good in their own way, and all pretty solid, fun movies. What do I think is like the best movie out of all of them? What would I say is the best movie? Like high quality. I think it probably has to be Train to Busan, probably. Although I feel like the Tucker and Dale and the Blair Witch Project are also pretty good quality because of like the unorthodox way that they were written, and having to write that story is going to be a lot harder. You know what I mean? But I think they did what they were going for well. So it's hard to judge them on like a even scale. You know what I mean? But I think Train to Busan definitely had the best acting and probably best like writing overall. It was more of like an actual movie though. Whereas Blair Witch and Tucker and Dale were more like unorthodox entertaining movies, if that makes sense. Pitch Black was also kind of a like normal movie, but it wasn't as good, definitely not. But it was still good. I enjoyed it. They were all very solid movies. I enjoyed this movie night. It was a good time. I wouldn't say any of them are my favorite movies, but I enjoyed all of them to a good degree. I had a good time. I'm glad to have watched all of them. It was satisfying. It was satisfactory. What did you guys think? What was your well, I mean, I guess to be fair, I think what was everybody's favorite movie? I think at least Anima and Fluffkins were watching them for the second time, so it doesn't really count, but still be interesting to hear what your guys' favorite movie was. You can still share your favorites. Train to Busan, that's fair. It was the best like real movie. I mean, I wouldn't say how real is kind of a harsh term. Stereotypical movie? I don't know. I don't know what to say. Best normal movie. Drop pick. That's fair. The acting in Train to Busan was really good. To be fair. I don't know. I was kind of hoping for something a bit more serious, though. It did still have some cheesiness to it. So I think maybe I went in with the wrong expectations. I'd have to watch more zombie movies to really like. I feel like you just can't avoid the cheesiness, like I said. Like, I feel like there was still like too much cheesiness. I was kind of expecting something more like strictly serious. But I've already talked about it, but you know, most people watching a zombie movie probably do want some cheesy shit. And it's also probably hard to avoid in a zombie movie. And if I'd watched other zombie movies more, I would probably appreciate it more. But it's not to say the movie was bad or anything. I think I just was expecting and maybe would have liked a little bit more seriousness. I don't mind like a cheesy zombie movie, but I feel like the mixture of cheesy and serious just didn't really like super sit well with me. But I mean, it wasn't like that much cheesiness. It was just a bit here and there. You know what I mean? It was like little bits and pieces. You know what I mean? But it doesn't mean it was bad. And that's more of just like a personal preference type thing. Definitely more of a personal preference. It was a good time though. Honestly, this didn't last as long as I thought. There wasn't as much to talk about. A lot of these movies were pretty cut and dry, honestly. There wasn't really much to like talk about. I guess like movies, I don't know. I talk about games a lot longer after I play them, but maybe for movies it's like a little bit more cut and dry. I feel like games have a little bit more to be discovered. Also, potentially because when you play a game, sometimes you don't experience the same story that everybody else does. You know what I mean? Like things can be a little bit varied. Whereas with a movie, everybody experiences the same thing, right? So that could play into it. Also, games are a lot longer and have a lot more elements a lot of the time. There's like, you know, you can talk about the story, talk about the gameplay, talk about the characters, talk about the, you know, the narrative, all this kind of stuff. The pacing. Whereas the movie's a lot shorter and has kind of less elements going on. I mean, you do have acting and writing and stuff, but I don't know. I feel like there wasn't as much to talk about. Some movies would have more to talk about, but so maybe it was just the choices. But overall, I enjoyed it a lot. It was a good time. It was a good time. There were some solid movie picks. It was all stuff I hadn't seen, and they all ended up being pretty good, entertaining, worthwhile watches. I feel like Pitch Black is like, that was part of the idea of stuff I did. That's a fairly simple, easy watch kind of things to make it easier to pick it up from whenever. No, yeah, this is true. This is true. Obviously, I knew that this wasn't going to be the most popular thing, so I don't know how many people really watched along. Because obviously it's like a little bit of investment and it's a lot more interactive than like a normal stream. It's not really something you can stick on in the background, obviously, because I just talk every now and then at nothing. So it's something you have to be very involved with. So I knew that not that many people would be interested in it, but I said I would do it, and I thought it'd be a fun little idea for a stream. And I think it was a good time, honestly. I do think it was a good time overall. I can actually remove it from the list. Movie stream accomplished. If I plan to keep streaming regularly, honestly, it would be something that I would consider doing like weekly. It'd be pretty fun to do on like a weekend, I think. Like have like Saturday movie night. You just like, you know, set aside 3-4 hours to watch a movie. I think it works out pretty well. I mean, I think the system worked pretty well. You guys seem to say that it worked pretty well. It was enjoyable, so it was an A plus. It was a good time, but yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. Hopefully, I didn't talk too much. Try not to talk. It was a good time. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I know you're a big fan of movies. I'm a big fan of movies too. I just don't end up watching enough. Look at that. Watched 4 new movies today. Honestly, movies are even easier than games. So I really should watch more movies. Because movies, you can just like fucking blitz through some movies, man. Like, honestly, you can blitz through a lot of movies. So, didn't talk too much. Yeah, I talked a lot more during the last one. Because I didn't feel like there was as much to ruin or anything like that. Like, by me talking. I didn't think me talking was going to ruin it. But for the other ones, I tried to stay quiet for, you know, important moments and stuff. Was a lot of fun. No, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. It'd be fun to watch some more movies that like people haven't seen before as well. If I did do this again, it'd be fun to watch just like random stuff off Amazon Prime and just like fucking, find some movies and see if they're any good. For this one though, I really wanted to pick like some good options and stuff that, people, like pick certain stuff because if I was only going to do this once, then I wanted to pick some good stuff. But honestly, I feel like you could just pick whatever. I feel like stuff off of Amazon Prime is a good option because people on Twitch tend to have Amazon Prime because they're kind of connected, intrinsically linked in that way. So I think it works out well. But it was a good time. I had a great time. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I thank you everybody for tuning in. I do really appreciate it. Hopefully it was fun. Hopefully it was enjoyable. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. I would love to do more, but it is what it is. I would, but just not the easiest, sadly. I apologize for that, but I mean, I don't need to apologize, but I still do. Still do apologize. There is some movies I would like to watch. I would love to watch that Would You Rather movie. Look good. Seems fun to watch. I want to watch the Resident Evil movies at some point. And Dawn of the Dead, 28 Days Later. That Wishmaster movie didn't seem too bad. Trick or Treat, that sounded all right. Alien vs. Predator, I do really want to watch that as well. I do really want to watch that. The Would You Rather movie, I feel like would be pretty cool to watch. I want to watch that at some point. I feel like it's up my alley. Yeah, hopefully you guys had a good time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it was fun. Hopefully was an enjoyable experience for everyone involved. I had a good time. It was enjoyable for me. So, A+. Sadly, I think first two Wishmasters really need to get more love than they do. There are no third or fourth. Don't believe the lies. Okay. Fair enough. I might stream tomorrow. I think I might stream tomorrow and just play some more of the tanks. I don't really want to end today's stream on a sad note. So I think I might just stream tomorrow. I think that's better. I don't know. I really don't want to just like end today's stream on a sad note. I can do that tomorrow instead. I think that's probably for the best. Day shall end on a solid happy note. I had a good time. Hopefully you guys did too. I'll stream tomorrow. I think that's a fair plan. I don't have anything tomorrow. I don't think I have anything tomorrow. Yeah, I'll stream tomorrow because I don't want to leave today on a sad note. So yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. Probably not for too long. Maybe like 3-4 hours, something like that. Just a small stream. Play some more of the tanks and just talk to chat and stuff. A little bit more of a chatting stream. Talk about what I'm gonna do with the stream going forward and stuff like that. And figure all that kind of stuff out. Talk about it. I mean, I've pretty much already figured it out, but I'm just gonna talk about it and go from there. So I'll be back on tomorrow, and I'll just play some more of the tanks and do some chatting. So you can tune in if you feel so inclined. But hopefully everybody enjoyed the movie stream. Hopefully everybody had a good time. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the movies. Hopefully they were fun. If you did, join in. If not, I understand. It was a little bit more involved. I didn't really expect that many people to be super interested, but it was there for the people who wanted to, and I thought it'd be a fun thing for some people at least. And no harm, no foul to the people who aren't interested, right? So hopefully it was fun. Hopefully it was enjoyable. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys had a good time. Thank you guys very much for watching. I do really appreciate it. Like I said, I'll be on tomorrow, and yeah, I'll play a little bit of World Tanks because I just kind of plan to anyways. So maybe I'll do it on. Will I be on tomorrow? Yeah, I think I'll be on tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Hopefully you guys had a good time. Thank you guys very much for watching. I do really appreciate it. If you are new to the stream and you enjoyed, you can hit the follow button down below, little heart. I'd really appreciate it. Lets you follow the stream, get notified next time I go live. Show up on your follower list over on the left side of Twitch whenever I'm streaming. I don't stream super regularly anymore, but I do plan to stream in the future still, but just no set times or anything like that. If you do really want to know when I stream or when I post YouTube videos or anything like that, your best bet is to follow me on Twitter, join my community Discord, or follow me here on Twitch. There's a link to my Twitter and Discord and chat, and then you can hit that little heart button here on Twitch to follow up. Other than that, I do have a YouTube channel where I post occasional highlights, clips, gaming videos, all that kind of stuff up on that YouTube channel. Some compilations, some edited videos, all that kind of stuff, some playthroughs. I do plan to upload on there pretty regularly coming up soon, so if you do want to check that out, feel free. Probably some World of Tanks stuff coming up soon, so if you do want to check it out, you can. But yeah, there's a link to that in chat. And other than that, I do have a VODs channel where I upload all of my past streams as full-length videos. Something nice about this system as well is that I can upload these in full on YouTube, and people can watch alongside at any time. So if it's something that you feel so inclined to watch a movie alongside me, but not in real time, you technically can. Obviously, I don't think that appeals to that many people. Don't get me wrong, but it is an option because all of my streams do go up there on as full-length videos, and these streams will be able to be uploaded up on there as well. And you'll be able to see the current elapsed time throughout the video, so it works. If anybody's ever interested in that, which I really doubt, but it was something that I thought of. But I mean, it didn't change the format because I had to do it this way anyways because of copyright, which is fair. And you know, like I can't restream movies to multiple people. That would be kind of shitty. So I understand why it is the way it is. But you know, just to explain. But yeah, hopefully it was fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. There's links to all those things in chat if you do want to check them out. But yeah, other than that, I had a really good time. Hopefully you guys all did too. Thank you very much for taking part. Thank you very much for watching some movies with me. I had a great time. I'll be back on tomorrow. Like I said, I'll play a little bit of World Tanks and just kind of chat with chat, and play a little bit of World Tanks. And yeah, it should be a good time at least. And I had a good time today. It was a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys had a lot of fun. And thank you very much for hanging out. Fluffkins, I'm very glad you enjoyed your stay. Hopefully you had a good time. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. Hopefully you enjoyed the movie watch party. Anima, you're very welcome for the stream as well. I'm glad you were able to tune in. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I'm glad you had fun. Always great to have you here as well. And thank you everybody else as well. Even if you only tuned in for a little bit, even if you're new to the stream, even if you were just lurking, I appreciate everybody who tuned in and watched. It really does mean a lot to me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Hopefully you guys had a good time. And hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.